Hi friends, look at that view. Okay, the forsythia and the end is absolutely gorgeous. Look how beautiful it is. I'm just enjoying the yellow, and you can see the daffodils are coming out. The garden is waking up. Anyway, so in today's video I want to get a head start and plant some of these beautiful summer blooming flowers. So we're gonna plant zinnias and sunflowers, and my first time with this one, friends, I'm going to do this Chinese lantern. Yes, so with this it takes 14 to 21 days to germinate. So I'm gonna start this outside in planters, in 2 large planters, and the reason for this is spreads in the garden. So as always, make sure you do your research before you introduce any flowers in your garden. So it's supposed to be a spreader. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to contain it in a planter. And this is also good as dry flowers. It says right here, remove leaves and make sure flowers are free from rain, dew and water from the hose before beginning the drying process. Chinese lanterns dry better right side up and placed in a mason jar. It can take up to 3 weeks. I feel like I've seen these as dry flowers before in the store, and I just love the color in here. You know, I love my orange and yellows in the garden, so I think this will also be great for the fall season. So I'm just gonna try it out for the first time, see how it goes. And also, it's poisonous. Yes, if you have pets and kids that hang around in the garden with you, it's just something to be careful with. So I'm gonna put these in 2 large containers, baby the seeds for 3 weeks before they germinate, and take it from there. And definitely I'll be giving you an update. Friends, I'm congested and I could smell these hyacinths. I'm telling you, these are some that we did together in fall season, and I had them inside my garage. Over the winter season I brought them outside and they're blooming. Yes, anyway, so let me go over quickly with the seeds. I'm going to start with you. So I know it's a lot, so some of them I will definitely do labels on them. For example, this will definitely be going in the hummingbird garden. This is the Will Rogers red zinnias for the obvious color, right, because it's red. And then this side here, I'm gonna put these in my moon garden that is under construction. I love this green color, it's so pretty. This green zinnia, I think it's called Envy. Yep, it's Envy green zinnia. I grew it last year and I absolutely love it. So pretty. And then I have the key lime pie, the green with the white. So pretty. That will really look good in the moon garden. And then this I got, this is the white cosmos. Yes, friends, my first time with cosmos. So I have the white cosmos, I have the orange, and I have the pink with the red and the white. So this is just all white. So these I'll be putting in the moon garden. So I just have my setup here organized. And this is the pinky color one. This I'll probably put in the hummingbird garden bed. And we have a lot of zinnias, friends. So we have the carousel mix, first time with this one. We have the California Giants from the dollar store, and I love this one. This one is a smoothie mix. And then we just have this regular one, the lily pot mix, so pretty. And then this one is the royal purple. Friends, this picture is not a good picture. You should see how this look in person. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the giant cactus from the dollar store. We have the semi-dwarf. I think I might put this to the side so I can put these in containers, because it's a semi one. It's a dwarf one, I should say. And then this one is the dahlia flower. This is absolutely gorgeous too. And then also here I have, this is from Southern Seeds. This is the Luminosa zinnia. This is just all pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this will go in the flamingo garden bed. And then all these ones will go in the cut flower area, so I don't have to label them. And then let's move over to our sunflowers, friends. Yeah, so I have this beautiful red sunflower. And then we have this spotted mix, so pretty. And then I have the Tithonia. One of you told me how this attracted different hummingbirds and butterfly in your garden. I'm really excited about this, friends. It's so beautiful. So this will definitely be going in the hummingbird garden bed. And I think I want it next to my veggie garden bed, just to bring in some of those beneficial insects and pollinators. Always remember, with your veggies, always put some flowers nearby, because you need a pollination, right? Very important. And then look at this one. I don't know, I'm thinking I might put this in the moon garden. I just realized it. This one is Italian white. You could see the white in there with some kind of green and hints of that kind of glow yellow going on. So I might put this in the moon garden. And then we have your regular Topolino sunflower. And with this, friends, why I picked this up is because it will only grow 2 feet tall. So I think I'll put this aside to go in containers for the fall season. I just have to do my math and see when to start them, because I like how it's just only 2 feet tall, right? I don't have to stake them. And then here is this mammoth sunflower. I think this will get 5 to 6 feet tall. This was from the dollar store also. So I'm gonna go ahead. I have my tray already set up. I'm gonna go and start them. You can direct sow these right now in your garden, but normally with my zinnias and my sunflowers, I don't like to do so because the birds are out, okay? The birds and the squirrels go picking and digging and all of that. I feel like if I have a nice seedling, I don't have to worry about the squirrels and birds going after that, as opposed to just having those seeds in the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead, as I normally do, start them from seed. And I normally just leave my tray with my seeds on my table outside, and that's it. Leave it outside and just keep them watered, and they just grow. And I have no issue with the birds or the squirrels in the garden getting my seeds. I just put them up high on the table. All right, friends. Oh, and then right here in the center here, these are for the fall season. So as I said to you guys before, you have to think about the fall, because some seeds you have to start maybe in the summer or even late spring to get the fall blooms. So I have viola, and then I have white kale, and then I have this pretty cosmos. So these 3 sets, these will definitely, I'll be planting these maybe later down in the spring, early summer. I have to do the math so that way I get blooms for containers. And also in the garden, when some of those summer plants are like just dying back and they're tired looking, I could just replace with some of these fall colors. All right, so let's get the seeds in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, friends, so here we are. This is a Chinese lantern, and with these, they said they need a light to germinate, so you do not need to bury them at all. So I'm just sprinkling some in here, because you know sometimes not all of the seeds germinate, right? All right, so we still have some left. That's okay. So I'm just gonna take my hand and just have them contact with the soil. And it's supposed to rain later on, so Mother Nature will do what Mother Nature needs to do. So these are the 2 containers I'm putting them in, and on the seed packet it says the Chinese lantern is prized for its brilliant and unique orange seed pods, a great addition to both fresh and dried arrangements. Striking in borders, beds, and containers, produces a cream bell shaped bloom in midsummer. I'm really excited about these. So what I'm gonna do with these, friends, I'm just gonna leave them out. It's gonna rain, so I'm not even gonna water them, and I'm gonna put them in a spot, and I'm gonna look for something just to cover them, because you know the squirrels are gonna go dig and all of that, making sure the light comes in. And just leave them and let them grow and see how they grow, right? And then I could put these containers in decorative planters when I need to. So that's our Chinese lantern seeds. All right, friends, the seeds are done. So here's a tip for you. If you do your seeds like this outside, do not water on top, because you're gonna wash away the seeds, right? So what I normally do, I have this container from the dollar store. I'm telling you, if you don't have one of these, pick it up. I have 2, and they come in so handy. Anyways, so I just sit the entire tray in here and then let it water from the bottom, and then after I finish, I just rest it on the grass here and let it drain out. All right, so we have our zinnias among so many different seeds. And here's something I do with my sunflower. Some of the sunflowers, you can actually soak them in warm water overnight. These ones I did not, It's just that it helps to germinate quicker, but that's completely fine if you don't. But what I want to show you here, this is a croissant container I got from Sam's Club, right? You could find it wherever, but the croissant came in here. You have those, you can get the spinach in them, any container like this. This is what I do with the sunflower seeds. I just sit them in here, and this will be like a greenhouse, right? It would act as a greenhouse. Okay, and I just cover it like this, and I'm gonna put it on top of the table. So this is gonna help protect it from, I don't think the squirrels will go on top of the table. Let me take you over there so you can see. All right, friends, so here's my outdoor table. Look at this, friends. So you see all this? I have my seed hardened off, and I have my tulips I'm keeping from the squirrels. You can see the buds are coming out, but I do this, and I'll put these on the ground very soon, but I do this to protect them because the squirrels, they're just nosy. Like in the ground, you will notice they will go and just bite off the tip of the tulip head. They don't eat it, just bite it off just to be destructive. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So these have been babying since fall, and this is what I do, and this works for me. Anyways, so right here on my table, I'm resting my seeds we did together right here, and this would just help with the germination, right? It's going to sweat out, as I like to say, because it's like a greenhouse and the soil is moist. So I will keep my eyes on here in case it dries out, but for now I know I'm good for a couple days. I could come back and water it, and then when the seeds start to germinate, I'll just take the lid off, right? So that's what I do with my sunflower seeds. And as I said to you before, I have no issue with the squirrels going on top of the table there to get anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the table too, so we have more on this end. All right, friends, and also I had these strawberry and blueberry containers. I just put them like this. You don't have to, because you have to know your garden, right? I've never seen my squirrels, well, you know, I don't own the squirrels. I've never seen the squirrels jump up here and go to my stuff, only when they're on the ground. So I'm just doing this just to give you extra tips. If you have the issue where you just can't have anything anywhere in your garden, you could find containers like this. Make sure they're transparent, and just put them on top. You could put a rock here if it's windy, just to keep it down, but you have to keep your eyes on here just in case when it germinates and it hits. But now it's spring, we're all outside in the garden, so you're not gonna miss it, right? You're definitely gonna be out in your garden looking around and making sure everything looks good. But I love this idea. So if you have these, friends, recycle them, reuse them, repurpose them in the garden. And here's another batch here, and the key is that make sure your soil is moist. Okay, so you don't have to come back and water it, just watering the seedlings. It will be raining in the next week coming, but these are moist, and they will be moist for a good while. But I just wanted to share with you the seeds. Let me get out the sun, sorry. I just wanted to share with you the seeds. I'll be starting now in April. Now is the perfect time to do your sun-loving seeds, as I said, like your zinnias, your cosmos, your sunflowers, your marigold. Now is the perfect time for that. And just look at this view, friends. Yes, I know my patio is a mess, but that's what it is. I have winter sowing still happening. I have these seeds I'm hardening off, as you can see. And then very soon I'll put those containers on the ground and decorate it nicely. And I have some daffodils coming up here already, friends. A lot going on in the garden, as you know, for the spring season, right? All right, friends, so I'll see you in the next one. I have more videos I'm making, and take care of yourself now. Cheers.